Hello everyone, KJ4YZI, and I want to talk just for a second, not being mean, just trying to educate, get people to sound better and make more contacts. Microphone gain, mic gain, audio gain. What is the mic gain for, and why is it important to make sure that you don't just crank that thing up, okay? So particularly this is a big problem for me on D-Star. When I hear people coming in, and 9 times out of 10, it's somebody with an M1KE, which is this new device from Shark RF. I haven't seen one, haven't touched one, have no use for one, don't need one. But you can do all the digital modes on this one device, like a microphone, and there's audio settings for different modes and stuff, I imagine. I've heard about it. I'm not the one to get on and say, hey man, let's break down your signal and tell you, oh, you're picket fencing, you got this much packet loss. I don't do that. But if I can't talk to you, if I can't understand what you're saying, I got to say something. And that's happened twice today. And they kept going on and on, like, well, is this better? No, dude, turn your microphone gain down, okay? Back in the day, this is my trusty Cobra 29 LTD Classic CV radio. I've modded the hell out of this thing. I've had this when I was a teenager. I'm gonna do more stuff to it. It's like just a sentimental thing. I love CB radio. I'm on it all the time. But what's the first thing you did when you were on CB radio? Bang! All right, mic gain's up. Now what? You know, because you had a lot more channel spacing. It's a different animal. Okay, that doesn't work on ham radio. It doesn't. If you overdrive your radio with too much audio, it's gonna distort. Okay, and these new M1KEs I hear, people will come on and say, how's my audio? They'll ask. That's good. That's good. But you got the guy that won't listen. And I told him today on D-Star, hey man, I can't understand what you're saying. You got to get that mic gain down. Kept talking. Another guy come in. Hey man, I can't understand what you're saying. Now we're talking. He's trying to jump in the middle. Is this any better? Is this any better? No, you're not turning the mic gain down. Finally, he dropped the mic gain down. Well, I thought I had to have it cranked up. There was another guy that I talked to the other day. He was real cool though. He didn't know. He just got it started. I said, yep, back it down. He said, I'm at this. I said, go all the way down to 1 and start there. He went down to 1. It was perfect. But the reason I knew that was too high was because the people in the background and his blinker on his vehicle were louder than his voice. And I couldn't understand what he was saying. So he just set that radio up. But there's other people that aren't getting the memo. That just because you can crank that mic gain up doesn't mean you should. You can only fit so much in that little digital channel of audio and data. And if you oversaturate it with too much audio, and then you got birds chirping, I mean, on D-Star, you really shouldn't hear anything in the background. I'll show you what I got mine set at right now. But when I'm talking to people, I tell them I'm mobile, they're like, wow, I can't hear anything. I didn't know you were mobile. You sound like a fixed station. They say that both on HF, on my Icon 7100, and they say that on my D-Star, on my ID 5100. So in my work truck, my ID 5100, I use this thing mainly for D-Star and FM simplex, some repeaters sprinkled in, and my mic gain is set at 2 out of 4, okay? And that works for me. Your operating practice or environment may be different. I use stock mics, always have, always will, but with me driving down the road, you know, with how I drive and where I drive and, you know, windows open, whatever, number 2 seems to be perfect. If I wasn't in a vehicle and this was at my house, I would probably put that on number 1, and that would be fine. But different reflectors, they do cross modes and stuff lately. Those things might have audio differences. I mean, you might be coming into the Fusion system loud through your D-Star system through a bridge, and you got to crank yours down, or they might ask you to turn it up. But then you get to something like 30 Charlie, and you're blowing it away. So that's why microphone gain can be tailored to your operating parameters. Now when I go down here to my 7100, I use this thing. You're gonna not believe this. Ready? Where's the button? Okay, 8% mic gain. All right, and that is what everybody says sounds fine. Oh, I can't tell you're back. I can't tell you're mobile. You sound like a fixed station. You know, but if you need to, or maybe your radio is a little bit not as sensitive as mine for some reason, it was made on a Friday instead of a Wednesday, well, you might have to crank up 10, 12, 15%. And then sideband versus digital versus AM is different. So far, nobody's asked me to change it at all, so I leave it at 8%. Have you ever noticed why an original Baofeng UV5R that came out in 2008 or whatever it was, you ever wondered why you've never had to ask anybody to turn the mic gain down on that radio? They're overmodulated because there's no mention in the menu to even adjust it. So it's a fixed level. And the original Baofeng UV5Rs seem to sound pretty good. But there's guys with $500 handhelds on D-Star right now that sound terrible. Think of that. So if you want to make no contacts tomorrow, just set it to 11. Bang! Crank that thing up and just start hollering in that microphone. And you ain't gonna hear nobody. Hey, I'm just educating, man. If you don't like it, unsubscribe, never watch again. If you appreciate this, send this message to somebody else and say, hey, that new M1KE, let's check your audio. Let's see if it sounds good. 7-3.
Ham Radio Concepts is brought to you by HamRadioPrep.com. It's never been easier to learn about ham radio before you take the exam. And Ham Radio Prep makes it fun and guarantees your success. Visit HamRadioPrep.com. Use the code ERIC20 to instantly save 20% off every course you buy. Remember the name, HamRadioPrep.com.